Live?
We're live.
We're live.
Oh, we're
Thanks
live.
for joining us here. And we have Peyton Colburn from the crypto art world, Cape Boss Gallery and the Museum of Crypto Art. We're gonna get started. We had a little bit of a delay. It's my fault, but we're gonna dive right into it. And they've got some exciting stuff to share.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me mute.
I don't know if the sound doesn't. Everybody can hear me.
I'm hearing a little bit of feedback.
Something is wrong.
It's possible that we should mute if the other is talking. I'm going to be muted throughout, but I'll have to switch back and forth from your screen, Kate, to Colburn's whenever you want to change who's presenting.
Yeah,
just let me know.
50-50, and she can start.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm still getting feedback. Not sure what's going on, but if I think it might be on your end, Kate. So I don't know if you have two mics or something like that. I don't know what's happening. Sorry.
I'll try to get the headphones.
Yeah, headphones might be the solution here. Sorry, everyone. We got plenty of time until the next talk, I think. So we'll get started when we don't have feedback in our ears. But hopefully this works now.
Okay, I'll try to talk and see if the sound is better. No, it's not.
I'm really not sure what's happening. I'm sorry. The only thing I know to do is changing which device you might be using, or maybe we can start with Colburn and then figure it out. But I'm not sure what's happening. The only thing I could guess would be you have another device that's also listening or something like that, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm sorry. So I'm really apologizing because this is definitely not what I hoped for, and I honestly have no clue what's going on. We had no trouble yesterday, but it's everyone has different kinds of devices, and they're Do you have headphones you can try? I'm sorry to.
I don't have a headphones with me. Sorry, I was not expecting this.
Yeah, I think the feedback does seem to be on Kate's end.
I'm not sure how to resolve the problem. I really am sorry. You know, obviously I didn't want this to happen, and I'm uh, apologizing because I you know could have done a better job preparing everyone for this platform. So please bear with me, and I'm still getting used to it uh, as well. So hopefully we can figure it out. I thought maybe we should just start with Colburn's presentation while we have time, and then Kate, if we can come back to you and try to figure it out. I'd really love to fix the problem, but I just don't know what's going on. Is that okay?
Yeah, Kate, you're still on mute.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I had to mute you because of sound, but
Okay. Well, if Kate doesn't mind, I'm more than happy to jump in and talk about kind of what we're doing with the Museum of Crypto. So let's see if I can do this.
you'll just hover over your video and then it'll pop up in the top of the screen to share.
Can everybody see my screen?
I can't.
You can't. All right, fine. Let's go Chrome tab. Better?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, cool. I'm going to jump in. We got a little bit of time. Okay, my name, Colborne Bell, founder of Museum of Crypto Art in Somnium Space. Somnium Space is a blockchain-based VR land. What we've done and really what our vision with the Museum of Crypto Art is to recreate a open air museum experience that I had in Brazil with a museum called Inhotim. This is a tremendous place that I'd highly recommend it. And what I'm trying to recreate and what me and my partners are trying to recreate in VR is a walking style experience where we can, one, have a central location. This will be the museum that you see in front of you, and then several open exhibitions and artist specific exhibitions that kind of span the landscape of crypto art, and also highlighting environments that are going to be additive to these crypto artworks. This museum was designed by a dear friend and one of our partners, Desiree Cassoni, whose work is quite gorgeous. This we actually haven't announced, but we did release it yesterday with kind of Somnium Space's announcement of visual scripting. Visual scripting allows for the movement of platforms, and this is kind of our general exhibition gallery. The reason we needed visual scripting for this is, of course, because there's an elevator on the bottom that will bring you up into this space. Artwork will be displayed around the interior of the walls, and people have just a tremendous view of the landscape, the mountains, the river, and the trees. You know, we had really the honor and the pleasure of working with an incredible artist, Rhyolite. And this is, you know, obviously a tough one for us. As some of you may know, he did pass away recently in his sleep. You know, this exhibit was designed around kind of three of his, what we thought were kind of his seminal works in red, green, and blue. Beautiful, meditative, visually stunning works with sound. We provided an experience whereby in VR, an individual could walk into this circular space and really immerse themselves in each of these experiences. He was really a true pleasure to work with. And I think he really embodied, you know, kind of a lot of the community collaborative kind spirit, you know, that we're looking to carry forward kind of in everything that we'll be doing moving forward. The next exhibit we put together was with Julia K. Ponsford, more of a kind of dreamscape. If you see on the left the pictures, you can see, you know, the two images that she had blown up extremely large, and then you can walk into kind of this center space, and there's a couple, you know, there's three of her self-portraits and a couple of her other works put on the walls. Kate was going to speak today about a third exhibit that is now live, and this has been with Espen Cluj, and we are extremely excited to announce that and show everybody what we've done here, because I think it really also continues to push the limits of what is possible in VR. So, you know, a couple questions that we get frequently, you can read it, but I'll be quick through it. You know, our core, just be kind, inclusive, collaborative, experiment boldly, and push these boundaries together. We're really quite interested in building a community-led project, and to that extent, we really invite everybody to reach out to us and figure out ways that we can collaborate together and experiment. There really is no criteria at this point for who we do exhibit. Really, it's just about, you know, finding a connection with an artist's work and building an environment that supports that message and expands it. So right now, Somnium Space is very, it's rather technically difficult to access. It is available for PCs, and it can be entered in with a Oculus Quest if it's linked. And we've been told that in the near future, perhaps a couple months, that it will be standalone VR for the Oculus Quest. Let me see if okay, so I think that's it.
I reconnected. I don't know. Do you hear me?
We hear you great.
Oh, super.
Sounds much better.
Well, we don't have enough time. We have like 6 minutes left.
Oh,
So we
I
actually.
think we do. I think we should, you know, give you the opportunity for sure. I don't think that Lily would mind. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but she said that she probably wouldn't need the full 30 minutes anyway. So I'd love to hear, now that we can actually hear you, and you know, I'll let you take it away.
Okay, thank you. Well, my name is Kate from Kate West Gallery, and it's our first time when I'm participating here with you guys, and I'm very happy to have this opportunity to speak. Thank you very much, Rare Art Festival, for inviting me, and I would like to share with you some of the slides, if that's possible. You know.
You'll just hover over your video and then click share screen, and then you pick the Chrome window or application window, whichever.
Okay. So now I guess you can see my screen now, right?
Yeah, we can see it. If you want to. Oh, no, I can't.
Oh. Okay, now you see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Wow, look at that infinite loop.
do you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, so I would like to talk to give some video, you know, while I'm talking, so you don't have to watch me, but maybe you can watch some video about what we have been done for the previous exhibitions and art fairs and artist talks for the last 3 years, and it doesn't seem to work as well. Wait a second. Yeah, it is working. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot make it bigger. So yeah, the main of the gallery, I mean, in decentralized space, many would ask, you know, why do we need a gallery in a decentralized space? And I would like to talk about my experience and how and what we do. Wait a second. Yeah, so I think many galleries, they find their way to from online, they're finding the galleries online, and then they're moving to the physical space. In our case, it was a bit different, because then we decided to we have a physical gallery first, and we've been hosting various exhibitions. And I guess I can show you the first one, which we did on blockchain back in 2018 in the Kate Vass Gallery space in Zurich, in Switzerland. We've been showing the protagonism of this movement back at that time, of course, you know, and we had about 13 artists participating, like Robert Myers, Kevin Abosh, together with IYY, CryptoPunks of a duo artists, Matt Watkinson and Matt Hall, as well as Distributed Gallery and many others, you know. So because the gallery's mission is to actually link, you know, traditional art and digital art. I mean, we have to also educate some kind of collectors, you know, in order to explain them, you know, that there is some kind of other side of the world, you know, from the traditional art world, that there is also a digital space and crypto space, you know. So that exhibition was kind of a turning point for the gallery to bridge, you know, one world with another, and to kind of be intersect between technology and art, and also you know, bridge these two realities together. And as you may see, you know, the activities from Twitters and from our social media, our next the current exhibition, you know, that we have now, it's Osinachi Existence as Protest. And we've been very successful, you know, because all the NFTs, you know, what we've produced, and we exhibited this solo show here in Zurich just before the lockdown. We opened up, and then we had to close for another two months. So the only possibility how we could operate and how we can sell, it was online through blockchain, and all the NFTs from Osinachi show has been sold within almost a month. And now we have reopened this week, and we see a big activities of traditional art collectors who were able to come and to have a look at the show, and also show an interest on his physical works. As well as, of course, NFTs, but they're sold out. So, you know, they're not lucky enough to exhibit that. I find it a bit weird to talk to myself without seeing the audience. So I think I'm gonna stop sharing my screen or show you another artist quickly and then come back to you guys. So another project that we've been doing, it was with Sofia Crespo, a generative artist who works with neural networks and machine learning. And she has a huge interest in biology inspired technologies. And we also like introduced her, you know, to tokenize her works and to exhibit her art. The next duo that Sophia was collaborating also with Dark Fractures. So very soon, probably today, you're going to also see them tokenizing their works on Super Rare and apart from OpenSea. So we also do, you know, introduce new artists to this blockchain technology, you know, in order to enable them to have a different type of collectors and also to get a different kind of exposure. We also, like our journey of how Kate Vass Gallery started, apart from the blockchain exhibition of Perfect and Priceless in 2008. Last summer, we've been doing the solo show of Norwegian digital artist Espen Kluge, and he is very well known and very established in the musical world, but he's also like known for his generative portrait series. And that's where Jason Bailey, who is also a partner of Kate Vass and a dear curator of the gallery, was introducing me to Espen, and like it. And strangely enough, you know, I knew the music of Espen Kluge, and he found out his portraits. So you know, our interest again kind of merged, and that's how we picked the artist, you know. So for Espen Kluge's show, we've been thinking, because he's the perfect example of an artist who creates digitally and also would like to have his works in a physical form. So for solo exhibition in the Kate Vass Gallery in October, we've been exhibiting both. If you can see from the little picture that we had some screens, you know, rotating his digital works, as well as prints in unique forms, which have been also exhibited and hanging on the walls. And it was we've been very careful because, you know, like back in last year, you know, the blockchain market didn't have a lot of collectors. We were very accurate as well, you know, the reaction of traditional art collectors, you know, how they will react if we tokenize these works, because this is very convenient way, I would say, you know, for the gallery to sell digital works, because, you know, this tokenized digital picture, you know, it serves like a certificate of authenticity as well. So slowly we've been moving into this direction, and all the 5 works which been tokenized for the opening of the show last year on OpenSea has been sold out. And since then we've been just slowly observing as well, you know, how the market will develop, and if there will be a change, you know. So now I can tell that, you know, I can see there's a lot of activities, there is a lot of collectors, and probably already we need a secondary market, or we need to work on a secondary market for many artists, you know. And also COVID-19 kind of boosted a lot the situation that everybody went online. So therefore, by collaborating with crypto collectors like Colborne Bell, who is also a founder of Mocha, I introduced him this artist, and this is when they really liked the works of Espen Kluge, and this is our experience that we've been collaborating with each other. And I would like to show you a small video, because it's very difficult that we created the space artist experience on Somnium Space together with Mocha for Espen Kluge. And if you can see from this slide that, you know, this was more or less traditional way of how we've been exhibiting, like, you know, yes, prints hanging on the walls. Then on the digital space, which Mocha team has created, it's something really, really mind-blowing, and it's completely different experience of how you can look and how you can experience these artworks. We've been very lucky that Espen Kluge, for example, is also a composer, so we could use music in audio that he's composing as well as a part of the experience. This is like a small kind of silent mode of how you can see. For the ones who are lucky enough, to be able to log into Somnium Space and have some VR set to have a look at the exhibition, that is really, really one lifetime experience from my point of view. So I think I'm gonna stop sharing the screen now and probably go back to the questions if there are any.
Yeah. Maybe we can take a couple minutes for questions.
Yeah. Oh, I can
Thank you
talk
so
more,
much.
of course, but I mean, it's not a problem. I can talk for another 2 hours about. I'm very passionate about what I'm doing, and I know, many people think, do we actually need a gallery or a middle man or middle woman, in this decentralized world? But I think from my experience and from the experience of the artists that I've been working with, I can definitely say that we are here to support, and we are here to genuinely, help artists to accelerate their career, by helping them, by supporting them, and standing behind them, their backs, because in decentralized work, from my point of view, you have a lot of benefits and direct contact of artist and collector, but sometimes, it's also might be a bit tricky. And but the artists, wearing different hats, being there, selling their works, by being a market person, salesperson, administrator, and also sometimes, as you see, auctioneer probably, because recently you can always see the tweets, this is the work for sale, auction closes in 2 days, please bid, then there is not really so much time, for the artist to left for creation, and this is what I strongly believe, that that we are here to allow the artists to be more creative and have more time, to do their job, and we do our job. There is some question. Is there a particular genre of art that you focus on? Yes, we focus on generative art and digital art. And the mission is literally to link one another, from, to support, if it's a crypto art, to support with the physical work. As I mentioned, on our Perfect and Priceless show in 2008, we were the first gallery who've been showing CryptoPunks, well-known CryptoPunks in the physical work, in the physical sense. And we've been challenging our collectors by saying, hi guys, this is a CryptoPunk unique. There were only 24 produced, and afterwards, after the opening of a show, sold out. And in their sealed envelope, we were providing them with their access to the private key, that they can also access the digital work and to the blockchain. So many collectors were traditional collectors, and they were buying a physical work. They don't even have the wallet, and they are not familiar with blockchain, but they really like the physical work, and the idea that potentially in 5 years, when they have to have a blockchain and wallet, that they can also access the digital form. And then you also challenge them and say, okay, what do you believe? What's going to be more valuable, digital or physical? And that's how we carry on doing, by linking physical and digital artworks and introducing new generative artists or digital artists, looking for talents, curating the program. Because at the end of the day, I think, people fall for the curatorial program in some sort of way. Any more?
Thank you. It's really wonderful, both of you. Really appreciate you being here and sharing what you're doing. If anyone has more questions, feel free to ask. I think we have time. And once again, I'm really sorry for the technical difficulties. Thanks for being a good sport. Each of you going with it. And I think we got some good content from that. We managed to get it working. And that was a great presentation.
Thank you. Sorry about the technical issues.
No worries.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. keep in touch. Bye.
See you. All right, now we're gonna invite Lily, who's gonna tell us about Are We There Yet? And some other fun stuff maybe. Hopefully this works.
Hey.
Hey there.
Hi.
So welcome, Lily. And without further ado, I'll focus on your screen and you can get started.
Okay,
To
yes.
your screen, just hover over the video and the icon will hopefully be apparent.
Yes, I do. I can show the website a little bit afterwards, but I can also like talk a little bit about the project, just in case like people here haven't heard about it before. Yeah, so yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I'm Lily, and I'm a product designer in the Ethereum space. I've been around here for a while and working for like several like companies in the space, from the Ethereum Foundation, RV Ocean Protocol, ETH Berlin, the testnet, and so on. So today I come here to talk a bit about a new project that me and my friends have been working in the past month. It is a micro creative festival called Are We There Yet? And yeah, we're gonna be showcase lightning talks of from like designers, artists, doers from cross industries, culture and practice. So it's not only crypto arts, it's also of course crypto arts and like some other types of arts and craft and design as well. So yeah, so maybe we can talk a little bit about the name like shortly. So Are We There Yet? Is kind of like an existential question, right? So it is the type of question that perhaps you like us would end up asking ourselves once in a while in professional life, personal life. And yeah, especially at this time of difficulties, like for many, also my friends, people that I know, well, I have acknowledged that the post-corona world will never be the same, basically, and we kind of have to prepare for this perspective shift, not only in our daily life but also in the creative world, right? So the limitation that we face has opened up a new branch of opportunities that we can also embrace that. So when our streets are closed, our physical freedom is limited, the technology like surrounding us is basically never sleep, right? So it somehow leads us to explore a new path and eventually help us to open up our mind and be more connected with those who are living far away. Yeah, so this is like the why behind this festival that will kick off on 31st of May. Yeah, and it's not only the festival. So another idea behind it is that we would like to build a new community from ground up. Also, this will be the place for creative freedom, the place to get inspired and discover budding ideas that may sound unattainable, surprising, or even dangerous at times. And yeah, I hope you guys will be a part of that. James will also speaking at the festival, so looking forward to see a lot of you there. So we have the website coming up. I will show the screen. 1 second. Okay. One moment. Sorry, it's gonna be this. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
So it's basically the website. I just gonna guide you through it. So if you would enter your email here, would be amazing, because we will have tickets coming out soon. And yes, so this is the website, just in case you want to check it out. Yes. That's it. Short and sweet. Yes. Do you have a question or anything?
Just wanted to mention a cool thing about your website is you're updating it with new artwork on a regular basis, which is really cool. You're featuring a lot of interesting visual art and other things. And I'm really excited about the lightning talk format, and that's what we tried to do for this. But I think, you know, with your event, it'll be even more compact and like well organized, so that everyone will be tuned in and engaged. So I'm really impressed by all the work you've done already, and look forward to the Are We There Yet festival. It's going to be awesome. But
Yeah,
if anyone has
thank you.
questions, now's the time. We have 15 minutes before the next talk is supposed to start, so we can talk
Yeah.
about whatever.
Yeah, we can talk about. Yes, I think like VRAF is also amazing. Like you have so many speakers. Like how is it? How is the experience now? Like a lot of super interesting talk by Kate
Yeah.
was super amazing. Really nice artwork.
Well, we've had our fair share of challenges, and I'll share. Maybe now is a good time to mention that I've really had a lot of trouble with the platforms and deciding which one. And we settled on Crowdcast, and then pretty much in the process of doing our first live stream, I realized that I messed it up. So I'll explain now, and we're gonna have an update following this live stream. But I thought there was a limit on the events for 6 hours per event, and so
Okay.
I had made all these links. I had to do 9 different links for all the talks, but I really didn't have to do that because it's actually the sessions which are limited to 6 hours, and I just didn't notice that feature. So
Oh.
I really messed up, and I understand that's really disappointing, and hopefully it won't cause too much trouble. But we're going to be able to use one link for the whole weekend, and I think that'll be much better. I'm going to use the original link from yesterday. We'll still have this content from now. It's called VRAF2 is what I'm. You know, we only had 2 of them. We didn't do all 9, but we're going back to VRAF1 or just VRAF for the rest of the weekend, and there will be sessions, kind of like you see in this live stream in the top left corner. I think you'll be able to see all the sessions, and I didn't even. I'm already messed up again. I should.
Okay, I'm actually alone now.